Hi everyone, this is Kian here from Earth Haven, and it's time that we discuss a universal basic income. We are now in the world ready for a universal basic income. There are many points that is showing us as humanity that it's time for us to give people money. Why is the time right? If you look at our technological advancements that's taking place, we have robots, we have machines that can take over people's jobs like that. Right? Jobs are becoming insecure. Not only is jobs becoming insecure, but also skilled jobs is becoming less and less needed because of technology. We have machines, we have factories, currently we have hotels and entire harbors that is working just off robots, off machines. What is going to happen to people that rely on a monthly income to feed their family, to feed themselves, to create a future for themselves, and to create a future for their children? Our education system isn't affordable in this world for education that matters, or to have alternative ways of education. People are in debt to medical bills, to higher education. People are living under a system that is crushing the human race from evolving. Not only that, we are currently living on this planet in a very, very unsustainable way. We're not looking after the one and only planet that we have. And this is all because of people needing to do jobs, to do things that is unnecessary. A lot of waste is produced in our production lines, in what we're creating. And we are tearing apart our forests. We are poisoning our water. That includes fresh water and the ocean water. We are destroying the very air we are breathing. It is polluted. It is dirty. It's poisonous, really. We are leaving people to live in famine, in poverty, allowing children to die of starvation. We have people that is so rich, you cannot fathom that amount of money that one person can have. We are creating a world that is unsustainable for the future to come. And this is exactly why it is the right time to implement a universal basic income. This means we have to come together as people. We have to come together with letting go of the old, where we believe every man has to work, every child has to work to have an income. Because with that mentality, how are we going to evolve into a technological age where we have robots doing everything? Everyone cannot be a technician. Everyone cannot be an IT specialist. Everyone cannot be a programmer or a coder. And we cannot only have those jobs and positions. We also need different skills. There is work in this world that doesn't even exist yet, and that is badly needed at this current moment. But they cannot exist because they're not for profit. They're not for a capitalistic system. So we need to look at how can we implement a universal basic income. We have now had Elon Musk talking about we need a universal basic income, a multi-billionaire, SpaceX programs. He understands the point of technology. He understands what is going to disadvantage the human race. We also have to look at all the inequalities that exist currently within our world that is creating conflict, war, murder, rape, abuse. It is all to do with money. If you look at inequality within this world, if you look at any country where there's racial tension, where there is class tension, where there is religious tension, it's because everyone's basic needs aren't met. So people are holding on to their cultures, their religions to become a solution. They're holding on to their heritage to become a solution. Instead of looking at what everyone actually wants is a secure life to live from birth till death. And that's why we have cultures and religions, and that's why we have certain groups we participate within, is because we believe that that will bring us a life worth living, a dignified life. We believe that can bring us potential and income or opportunities. So we are part of all these groups to in the end gain money, to in the end have a security within this world. Because the world system as the main group everyone belongs to, the money group, we all belong to one group essentially. which is the money group, because we all need money to buy bread, to buy milk, to buy basic necessities, things that we need on a daily basis. So it doesn't matter what religion you are, it doesn't matter what culture you are, it doesn't matter what your history is. Currently in this world, we all belong to the money group, and we're all under this money group because everything has a price. So this is why a universal basic income makes the most sense. But how we implement that is going to be very important. Now, I have suggestions. First of all, we have to make a digital currency. We have currently cryptocurrency, which is proving to us that anything we give value can create money. If you look at some of the cryptocurrencies that exist, people literally write blogs and it creates a value in a cryptocurrency. And people can take that cryptocurrency and exchange it for dollars or pounds or euros. This is proof that whatever we as humans give value, in the end has value. Imagine we gave human life value, money value, a universal basic income value. This means if a child is born, there's more value added to this world. Therefore, that child will get, from birth till death, a universal basic income. This can be $1,500 a month. This means that you can start affording your basic necessities, basic needs to live on a daily basis since you're born. Parents will have that $1,500 available to take care of the child, to provide for the child. There's not a burden on the parents. There's not stress, anxiety, and fear on the parents. And the parents themselves will have a basic income. Now, I would actually like to call it a living income, not a basic, because basic can be determined by not the best living conditions. So we need to look at what is above that basic income. That's a living income, where you can live, express, create on this planet. So we have to take a step towards the future. Not just considering our money systems, our economic systems, our political systems. We have to consider the real system on which all of this is built, which is our planet. Our planet is the true system that is being abused and neglected. And we have at least 100 years of work ahead of us to fix this planet. But while everyone is starving, surviving, running around, looking for opportunities, looking for ways to make money, we cannot attend to the most important system, which is our planet, and to fix it, and to give it our attention, our undivided attention. We need to plant billions upon billions of trees, recreating ecosystems that supports millions of species. We need to recreate this planet to a sustainable planet through nature and the nature systems, the weather system. The air we breathe needs to be purified. If we do not do this, our economic and political systems has no value in the future to come, because there will be no planet. A basic income, a universal basic income, I would say living income, is currently the most important thing we can focus on to implement within this world. For this, I would propose that we create one world currency. The fact that you have an identification card gives you value immediately, instantly. On that card, every month you will receive points. These points, I would suggest, do not build up to the next month. At the end of every month, all the points that is remaining expires and you get new points. But you will have medical aid, you will have free education, you will have transportation, you will have everything provided. Why? Because when you live in a system like that, not only can you create digital money to give to each person, but you can also simply create digital money to take care of all basic needs that a society requires. Not just to function, but to evolve, to move forward, to express and to create. So now we can go further, because your mind might be going, this doesn't make sense. I mean, how's this going to work? The point is, the current system isn't working. So do not compare a system that's not yet comprehensible to the full extent of its functionality with the current system that doesn't function. It isn't working, and it never has. The fact that you are destroying your planet through just living in the system, the fact that there's starving human beings, the fact that there's war, destruction, the fact that there is abuse through money, proves that this system isn't working. You should rather question, how the hell am I still alive with the current system that exists? It's all luck. You literally live in a casino system. It's by luck that you are who you are and where you are. Because 3.6 billion other human beings live in poverty, famine, starvation. It's literally a gamble. You could have been born on that side, but you were born on this side to watch this video. Who decided the current system we live in? You didn't. I didn't. Someone else did hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. And we keep on agreeing that this works. But it doesn't. It clearly does not work. And we can see that. We're not blind, are we? So a universal basic income is the solution right now for this planet. We need leaders to come together to agree, let's create one world currency, which is a digital currency where money is simply created out of thin air. We forgive all debts that currently exist, and we stop creating war machines with this money, with this digital money. Obviously, you will have to have an effective management system. Committees, groups, people. You'll have to have a digital world where everyone has a vote on anything and everything. So you will, on your phone, have an app built in, standard built in, that tells you this is what people are doing now, what they want to spend money on now, what they want to create. And you can vote. You can say your vote. Yes, no, why? Why do you say no? Give us common sense. Give us something practical. Give us something better. Give us your proposal. You will have teams of people that will accommodate this. A lot of things within such a system needs to change, because change needs to be real, not a profit-driven system, because then it's not real change. It's just change for more profit. We need to change the system in such a way that 50% of what we're doing as human species that is completely irrelevant and simply abusing our planet needs to end. Such as products that exist, that takes resources from our planet and destroy forest that doesn't need to exist. Cheap toys that literally last 2 days. What crap is that? Why does that exist? Who voted on that? Someone made it and said, well, people's going to buy it, and people did buy it. People are buying it. Who makes 50 different types of chocolates? For what purpose? For your tongue? For flavor? While destroying forests on your planet and wasting plastic? For your tongue? For flavor? These kind of things is what we have to start looking at. How much money, how much resources go to building tanks and war machines? And how much of our planet is going to useless crap that isn't necessary? And we want to complain about giving people a basic income with them not working? Well, guess what? Robots are going to start taking over your work, and you're not going to be working anyway, so you can decide if you want to be able to be a living being, or if you want to be a poor being that has to look at robots doing your work while you can't feed your children, can't look after your future. I would suggest that when we have a basic income guarantee that is starting to provide for everyone through a digital currency globally, that everyone that is benefiting from a basic income guarantee needs to give minimum 10 years of their life in social services. This means you will participate on farms, in agriculture, in engineering and building, construction. You will participate in maintenance of communities. You will participate in, this is the new kind of jobs that's going to open up, planting trees, creating new forests. You will be participating in ocean cleanups, water purification. You will have to give time of your life, because with a basic income you probably don't have to ever work, and there won't be work for you either way, because robots will be doing all your work. This is what's coming. This is what's happening already. I mean, if you look at your restaurants, take for example McDonald's. They can tomorrow, every single McDonald's in this country in this world can suddenly work off tablets and robots. You don't need to have the waiters. If you look at Walmart, if you look at all your shopping centers, how many workers do you really need? Well, if you consider the technology that exists, you don't actually need any of those workers. And it's only going to take a more tighter economic system for them to quickly consider we need robots, not people. We don't want to afford people's medical bills. We want to take care of people's futures and pensions. We don't want to pay salaries to people. People just complain. They're just full of themselves. They don't want to cooperate. They feel they can do what they want. We don't need employees. Let's just get robots. This is going to happen. This is already happening in many areas of the world. So we as humans, people, need to start really considering a basic universal income. And I know this is the only way we're going to have a solution on this planet, because we need to really start focusing on caring for our planet, stop destroying it. And if we free up or have available 4 billion humans that can start taking care of the planet as a 10-year commitment to receiving this universal basic income to society, to the planet, to give their labor, to give their time, and to develop skills, to learn to know themselves, to get to know themselves, I think that's a pretty good deal. You can go with groups of people, you can explore, you can plant trees, and I know technology can also take that over, but we can start with looking at where else to place our attention and our energy with receiving a universal basic income. And humans are creative. We're creating robots that's going to take our jobs. Why do we do that? Because maybe we feel and know that there's something else we should be doing. Space exploration can become possible without limitations. People can start studying in what they actually enjoy and want to do. People will live in less fear and survival and stress. We will have so many problems fall away in this world if we have a universal basic income. You will have racism drop down a lot. If you look at South Africa, the only reason why in our country we have so much racism is because of the high inequality level that exists here. The moment you see rich blacks, whites, Indians, colors, they get pretty good well together. They live in the same neighborhood, same cars. It's because they have one thing in common. They all have the same level of equality. Equality solves a lot of problems. Not equality in skills, not equality in your looks, not equality in what you can do and not do. It's equality in what you have as a dignified life, as being valued as a living being. That's what changes things. And currently money is the medium in this world with which we live and create from everything, including ourselves and who we are. So this is my points that I'm putting forward for why it is time for a universal basic income. We need a paradigm shift now more than ever for the human race, for our planet, our animals, our water, our air, and also our focus as a human species. What is our goal? What is our vision as a human race, as a human species? What is our goal and vision? Where are we going with what we're doing currently? What is it that we want to aim for? Do we want to be enslaved and trapped into jobs and positions for the rest of our lives, destroying our planet and probably not living forever? Or do we want to let go of that quite ancient design? I mean, if you look at ancient Egypt 6,000 years ago, we're still doing the same stuff and they don't exist anymore, proving where we're going. So we need to look at, if we want to go into space, find new planets, create new planets, we cannot be stuck in jobs working for salaries. We cannot be stuck in doing things we don't want to do. We cannot be stuck in war and poverty. We need to move beyond that, to move beyond this planet if we ever want to explore and find out what exists and what does not exist, or what is our capabilities of humans to create life and to expand life. We need to first expand as a human species for ourselves, how we function, and thus how we live. So we need to let go of the idea of the old and how things should work, because things does not work as they should work currently. And it's only going to get worse in time to come. That's a guarantee. The fact that billionaires are starting to talk about universal basic income, Silicon Valley talking about a universal basic income. People are starting to talk because they know what's coming. These rich people know what's coming. Because they have the plans and they know you're not included in it. You're actually excluded from it. This is my argument for a universal basic income, and just to push the idea further for those that can hear and see, rather have integrity, vision, and expand yourself. Expand the world. Let go of separation. Let go of how you've taught things should be. And let's create things the way they can be, which is best for all life.